Hi guys. Welcome mamas. Hope everyone is well this evening. Looking forward to a nice bank holiday weekend at home. Hopefully you are all set up already with everything that you might need, and that will be totally personal to you. How many pillows, blankets, straps, blocks, whatever it is you have at home, and then of course making your space nice with maybe your favorite playlist or candles, incense, all those nice things. This evening we'll start in Anjaneyasana, Cobblers pose. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. If you prefer more height for the hips, rolling up a blanket or sitting onto a pillow. And allow the knees to fall out to the side, and you can have the hands resting on the knees or the ankles or on bump. And then we close down the eyes. Allow the back of the neck become longer as you gently tuck the chin, lifting up through the crown of the head. Let the shoulders soften. And allow the attention to rest on the breath. Noticing the qualities of the breath, the rate, the depth, even the temperature of the breath. Maybe already just by being present, or being on your mat, you'll notice that the breath has already begun to deepen and to slow. Notice the rise and fall of belly with each breath in and each breath out. Taking a few more breath cycles here. And if you are new to prenatal yoga, welcome. If you're new to yoga in general, welcome. Welcome back if you've practiced before. Please listen to your body throughout practice. Anything that doesn't feel good for you or appropriate for you this evening, skip it out. If there are any movements that you just love doing or that are feeling really good in your body this evening or at the moment, of course do them. The joys of a home practice, you can basically do whatever you want. So I'm really just here for guidance. Let's start by bringing the left hand out to the left and then reach the right arm up and over, lift out through the right side waist. Let the right shoulder softens, so we're not scrunching it up towards the ear, and the gaze can either be to the right palm or down to the left hand, or anywhere that lets the shoulders soften and the head, the neck be nice and comfortable. Coming back up towards center, right hand comes out to the right as we inhale the left arm up and over. And as you reach the left fingertips away from you, root or ground down through the left sit bone. And you can have the gaze again wherever is comfortable for the neck. You might even close down the eyes. Let's inhale, come back towards center. And then exhale, right arm over. Inhale, lift the upper body up. Exhale, left hand over. One more round each side. Inhale, open up through the right waist. And then the left. Bringing the upper body back up to an upright seat. And then tippy finger the left fingers out to the left. And allow the right ear to fall or drift towards the right shoulder. We'll get a lovely stretch down this left side of the neck. Option to take the right hand over the left ear. And also option to lift the left fingertips off the floor and reach them further away from you at a diagonal. Slowly release. Right fingertips, walk them out to the right and let the left ear drift towards the left shoulder. Option to take the left hand over the right ear. An option to lift the right fingertips off the floor and reach them even further away from the body. Slowly release, coming back to center. And then as we inhale, begin to kiss the shoulder blades together behind you. Lift the sternum to the sky. And as you exhale, find a roundness through the upper back. Tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale, heart begins to open as we roll the shoulders back. Exhale to dome. Similar to a cat-cow spine, we're articulating through each vertebrae, beginning to link our breath to the movement. Take a few more rounds here, feeling into the back body. Opening up through the heart space. Last round. Coming back to a neutral spine, and then however you need to get there, let's find our way into a wide-legged child's pose. Option for blankets under the knees, option for a pillow or blanket between the heels and the sit bones, and also option for a pillow or a blanket out in front. knees will probably need to be quite wide in order to make room for bump. We'll find a nice roundness through the lumbar spine, the lower back. Direct the breath towards the lower spine and fill up the back body with each inhale. And each exhale, let go of any tension that's held in the shoulders or the face. As you inhale, feel an expansion through the entire body. And as you exhale, surrender, soften. Take a few more breaths here. And then if it feels right for you, on the next inhale, gently lift up through the pelvic floor, activating Mula Bandha. And as you exhale, release. Inhale, engage, connect with the Bandha. Exhale, let it go. Last time here, big breath in. Exhale, release. Open the eyes if you need, or keep them closed as you make your way into a tabletop pose. Shoulders roughly over the wrists, hips roughly over the knees. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Grip the finger pads into the floor, and with a neutral spine, start to circle the heart in between the thumbs, allowing the shoulders to circle over the wrists. Keep the weight even through the palms, moving mindfully, slowly, creating some heat and energy, warming up the wrists, and then moving in the opposite direction. Coming back to center, let's bring both knees to the earth, both hands stay to the earth. Cat-cow here, gentle cow, so rather than dipping too much through the lumbar spine, the lower back, start to peel the shoulders open, heart lifts. And then angry cat, tuck the tailbone and the chin, hug, bump up into the body. Inhale, heart radiates forward, gaze and chin lifts. Exhale to dome. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, sip, bump up into body. Bringing the spine back to neutral. You might need to adjust the hands and feet, that's fine. Have them somewhere so you feel balanced and supported. And then left leg extended back. Toes are flexed and reach through the heel, opening up through the left calf. Hands press into the floor to create deeper stretch. And then when you're ready, left leg lifts up parallel to the left hip. Parallel to the floor, in line with the left hip. You can keep both hands on the earth or reach the right arm forward. And as you exhale, gentle dome of the back as you tap elbow to knee if you can, or as close as you can get it. Inhale, we extend, neutral spine. Exhale, tiger curl. Breathe in, get long. Exhale, tap. 2 more, big breath in. Exhale. Last one. And done. Reach hand and foot away and then place them back onto the earth. Tuck the right toes, send the heel behind you, and then ground down through the hands, getting a nice stretch through the back of the right calf. When you're ready, right heel lifts in line with the right ankle. Option for both hands on the floor, left hand reaches forward. Elbow to knee, tiger curl. Inhale, expand. Exhale, curl. Expand. Curl. 2 more. Breath in. And out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, expand. And then exhale, both hand and knee to the floor. Let's walk the hands back onto the knees. Sit back onto the heels. Stack shoulders over the hips. And then hands behind you. Start to open the heart one more time to the sky as you kiss the shoulder blades together. This might be enough for you this evening, or you can see how it feels to lift the hips, opening up through the fronts of the legs, hip flexor muscles. And then sit back down. Let's do that one more time. Kiss the shoulder blades together. Staying here, or also lift the hips high. Sitting back onto the heels. Hands walk forward. Tuck through the toes. Bend through the knees as you find downward facing dog. Feet are likely wider than you would have had them before bumps made his or her arrival. And start to pedal through the feet, really feeling into the backs of the legs. Find length through the spine. Give the head a nod or a shake. Now for my lovely ladies who may be feeling or suffering from some heartburn or reflex, you can always continue with a cat-cow if that feels better for you. If you do love down dog, but the head below the heart isn't working for you at the moment, a really nice option is down dog at the wall. Hands about shoulder distance, feet a little bit wider than hip distance, and then push the hands into the floor. Begin to send the sit bones high, and we can get this beautiful spinal opening, length through the waist, but keeping the head lifted. So you can take any option that feels right for you. When you're ready, knees gently connect to the earth. And a gentle cow pose, lift of the heart. As you exhale, sink back into child's pose. And then let the inhale lift you back in to cow. This time exhale is a downward facing dog. Inhale again to cow. Can you connect the exhale arriving in child's pose and then connect the inhale to arrive into cow? Exhale dog. One fluid movement, linking breath and body. Inhale cow. Exhale, slowing both the breath and the movement as you find child's. Inhale cow. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And then begin to walk the hands back. Deep bend in the knees if you need. Forward fold, let the head be heavy. Give it a nod or a shake, releasing any tension through the back of the neck. We'll bring the hands to the knees. Start to lengthen through the arms as the heart lifts flat back, almost a back bend as we kiss the shoulder blades together. And then exhale to fold. Rise all the way up. Hands come overhead. Gaze up to the thumbs. And then hands through heart, center. Let's take a deep breath in here. Close down the eyes. And exhale through the mouth. Make a sound. Big breath in. Exhale. One more time, full breath. Let it go. Flick open the eyes. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit down deep into the chair. Have the knees track over the middle toes. If this is too much on the shoulders, cactus arms. Heart gently lifts as we find a broadness through the collarbone. Take a full breath in. Long breath out. Last breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Keep that bend through the knees. We'll take a halfway lift as we inhale, open up through the heart. And as we exhale, downward facing dog. Again, we'll meet in cow pose, knees down, heart gently lifts. And then finding a neutral spine as you exhale. Depending on how you're feeling this evening, you have the option to take 3 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, dome the spine. Or 3 push-ups with the knees on the floor. So as we inhale, the heart will lift. As you exhale, bend the elbows, draw them towards the lower ribs. And then inhale, press back up. Round 2, exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, press up. Last one, exhale, lower. Inhale, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. If stillness feels more appropriate for you here, find stillness. If pedaling out the feet or swaying the hips is a better option for you, of course do that. Feet can stay hip distance as we bring right leg high to the sky. And then bend through the right knee, stack the right hip over the left. Ground down evenly through both hands and get a deep stretch through the waist. You might roll through the ankle, clockwise and anti-clockwise. And then right foot, replace it to the earth. On the next breath in, left leg comes high, knee bends, hips stack over the right. Press evenly through both hands and start to roll the ankle both clockwise and anti-clockwise. Both feet come to the earth. Both knees connect to the floor. Inhale. Exhale, neutral spine. We'll step the right foot to the outside of the right pinky finger. Place the right forearm on the right thigh. And then sole of the left foot into the floor for extended side angle. Roughly looking for a heel to arch alignment, but whatever feels comfortable for you, especially if you need to take the legs at train tracks to find a more stable pose. Press into the baby toe side of the left leg and then reach the left fingertips up and over, left shoulders soft. Can we press evenly through both feet and create lots of length through the entire left side of the body as well as the right waist. Heart spirals to the sky. Take a full breath in and out. Gaze to the floor. Both hands to the earth, back knee down. Anjaneyasana, inhale, take the hands up and over, opening up through the left hip flexor and front body. Finding the drishti either in front or above, whatever is comfortable for you. Inner thighs wrap towards one another. Let's take one more deep breath in. And then exhale, both hands to the floor. Step back, all fours. And then left foot steps to the outside of the left pinky finger. Left forearm onto the left thigh. Root down through the sole of the right foot and then reach that right arm back and then up and then over as you spiral the heart to the sky, extending through the right fingertips and grounding through the right baby toe side of the foot. Finding a length through both side waists. Take one more deep breath in and then exhale both hands and back knee to the floor. You can tuck or untuck the back foot. Inhale, reach the hands high Gentle back bend if that feels good, otherwise gaze out in front. Allow the hips to soften. One last big breath here. And then exhale, both hands to the floor. Left knee returns to the right. Keeping the hips high, begin to walk the hands out in front for puppy dog pose. Now forehead connects to the floor or to a pillow. Sit bones reach high and hands can come out to a V if this is too intense on the shoulders, or bend the elbows, take the thumbs together. And allow the heart space, the sternum, the chest bone to soften towards the earth. Walk the hands back up into your all fours. And as we did before, extend that left leg back, press into the hands, so we find a stretch through the calf, and then kickstand, if you can. I have a tower of pillows here, so I can't really. Your right shin out to the right as you peel the left hand to the sky, sole of the left foot is on the floor. Modified side plank variation, of course stay here if you're comfortable here, or you can lift the left leg in line with the left hip. Left foot comes to the floor, and as you get heavy through the legs, the right hand will come off the mat, left hand to the left leg, right arm reaches up and over. It's a really nice stretch through the right waist. And then both hands and knee back to the floor. Right leg extended behind you, flex through the toes, reach the heel behind you. Kickstand the left leg out at an angle and then peel the right arm up to the sky as you ground the right foot to the earth. Either stay as you are, lift the right leg so the heel is in line with the hip. Gently place right foot back on the floor. Right hand to the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over, gate pose. Cartwheel both hands and the back knee down. Wide leg child's pose. Sit bones back, hands reach forward, forehead to the earth. Take some deep grounding breaths here. As we did at the beginning of class, filling up the back body. Exhale, letting it go. Inhale again, connect to your bandhas if that's calling you. Exhale, release. Last breath. Let go. The next breath in, walk the hands back towards the knees. Come to sit onto the heels and we'll set up in this mermaid-like shape so that both knees are bent and both feet come towards the left, the right hand outside the right hip. As we inhale, we'll come onto both shins, lift the hips and lift the left hand as you press into the right hand and both shins. So as we inhale, sweep the body up, hips lift, heart lifts, left hand lifts. And exhale, lower the bum back to the floor. Inhale, lift the heart and the hips. Exhale, soften. 3 more with your breath, so slow it down if you breathe slower than I speak. Last 2. Last 1. Let the hips lower back to the floor. The left leg extends out. Keep the right foot as it is. And then we take a deep breath in, lift up through the heart. You can ground the hands behind you to get a tall spine. And then Anjaneyasana, modified for prenatal. So we'll fold into the space between the legs so there's room for a bump. Let the face and the shoulders soften. And you can press the back of the left leg into the floor and flex the toes towards the face. And then draw the attention back to the breath. Slowly peel on up. Extend the right leg so the legs come to a V. Toes flex towards the face. Begin to walk the hands out in front. Wide leg forward fold. If you prefer doing this pose yin style with the props in front, of course do. Walk the hands back. Hand behind left knee, bring the sole of the left foot inside the right thigh. Anjaneyasana, inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, fold into the space between the legs. Inhale, lift up. This time, left leg stays as it is. Probably a little bit of adjustment, but same shape. Bend the right knee so both feet are out towards the right. Left hand down beside the left hip. Inhale, reach the hips and the right arm up for mermaid. Exhale, bum back on the floor. Inhale, open up. Exhale, ground. 3 more. Breath in. And out. Last one. And out. Keep the left leg as it is. Bring the right toes or sole of the right foot to meet the left foot. We're back where we began class in butterfly or cobbler's pose. If you'd like an active variation, you can bring the heels in closer to the groin. Allow the knees to gently press, or the elbows to gently press the knees out to the side, lift the heart. And with the flat back, almost hinge from the hips. Or you can take the feet further away, let the upper body fold over. Bump. Wherever you are, you'll get a nice opening through the hips, maybe even hamstrings and inner thighs. If you are rounding through the spine, you'll get an opening through the fascia down the back, the thoracolumbar fascia. Keeping the legs as they are, although you might need to mess around with the props a little bit. We'll lift the upper body back up and finish in reclined butterfly. So as you can see, if you can see, I've made a mountain of pillows behind me. There is a pillow at a slant so that my pelvis can stay on the floor but connect to the pillow, and then almost slide back, have the head supported, knees open, hands on baby, hands on heart and bump, hands on inner thighs, wherever is comfortable for you. Close down the eyes. And take the focus back to the breath, back to rise and fall of bump with each breath in and each breath out. Feeling the connection of your mind through awareness, the breath, the inhale and the exhale, the body with the rise and fall of the belly, and your baby